Hi, everybody. I just finished reading a book today that I'm reading for a book club at work called The Family Across the Street by Nicole Trope. Have any of you read this book? If you have, let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't, read this book. I'm going to try and talk about this as spoiler free as possible. I'm going to show you the cover on my Kindle just in case you're wondering. Can you see the little cover there? So we decided for my workbook club that was going to be our first book. Um, I had never, I had never heard of Nicole Trope before, and so obviously this was the first book that I've read by her. Um, I really loved it. There was a twist at the end that just it it got me. Like I had no idea. It was like bam, here, this is who this really is, this is who this really is, here's what's going on, congratulations. So the book starts with Catherine is um she's she's held hostage in her house. I mean, that's kind of the premise, is that something's going on inside her house, and Gladys, the neighborhood busybody, is like, oh, something is wrong. Why aren't the kids outside? Why aren't the kids going to school? Why is, her husband left for work? She's usually doing this and that. And Gladys keeps an eye on everything in the neighborhood because that's just what she does. And so she starts getting worried and she's telling her husband, oh, something's wrong. I just know it. I just know something's wrong. And he tells her to leave it alone. Well, then this delivery guy, um, and I just had a brain fart. He's a major player in the book. I mean, he's like one of the main characters. Um, he Jonah. He he comes to drop off. It starts with he's dropping off a package at her house of a computer, and Catherine just opens the door a crack, and she's like, I can't come to the door right now. I'm sorry. No, Brent, no, just I can't answer the door right now. And then it all kind of spirals from there. I won't give away what happens or how it how it all comes into effect. Let me just say this. Um the characters were oh amazing. They were really well written. Catherine, the man in her house, you get the Jonah, the delivery driver, Gladys, her husband. Her husband was this perfectly written, cranky old man. Jonah, you got this background about him that really played into him wanting to protect his sister Maddie, who we don't meet her in the book, but you kind of get to know her because of certain things that transpire. Um, and then the man who's in Catherine's house with her and her two 5-year old twins, he is. Whew, you get a lot of. There are a couple chapters in the book where it's just him doing internal monologue about Catherine, about um, why she's what's happening in the house. And you don't realize until like 2/3 of the way through the book why why he's there, why he's this way. You get some some insight from Catherine about certain things that have happened in her life with her family that make everything kind of connect though. um, and the way these characters are developed, the way that they're written, it all kind of just comes together and it makes so much sense once you get to this part where Jonah's doing something um take care of business. Um, so I'm sort of ambling off and talking about the development of the story and the characters. They're so intertwined with each other. The development of the story and the development of the characters just sort of intermingle with each other. The story was really well written, I thought. I Some people might be able to figure out the mystery aspect of who is who and why this is going on. I don't read tons of psychological thrillers. So to me, it was like, bam, that's why this guy is doing this. That's why this is happening. It all worked really well together, I thought. From point A, when Jonah first tries to deliver the computer, to point X, when you're finding out who character man is, and why this is all happening and what's going on, and it all, I thought, worked so well together, and just um came to this head that made sense for the way the book was written and how it developed. The thrill was there, the air of mystery, the intrigue, um the author did a really great job of layering up all these events happening throughout the book in present time and through memories that we see that happened in the past for Jonah and one of the other characters. Everything was layered up really, really well, I thought. The author just did a great job of keeping that intrigue there and writing everything in a way that you were like, okay, I'm hooked. I'm gonna keep reading so I know what's gonna happen. I mean, I cannot undersell this book. I loved it. So characters on point, plot on point, psychological thriller part on point. The foreshadowing, the building up, everything on point. This author built up this story wonderfully. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. If you've read this book, drop a comment and let me know what you thought of it. And if not, I highly recommend it. Go read it. You will thank me later.